Hello, Turkish Films here with Daily Chess, episode 27. We are 1640 at the moment, and we're playing this at 1772. Okay, we're going to play the Indian game. And after e3, I think I'm going to play d5. When they don't really put one of their knights in the center and really try to control things, then I tend to just respond sort of in kind. So this pawn, he's trying to, take away from the center. My question, do I play c6 or e6? I think I'm going to go with e6. If he takes, my bishop's good. Okay, and he pushes even further. I don't think that's correct. So we're going to play here. We're going to play b6 to immediately strike back against this pawn. He takes. And now a takes or c takes? I kind of want to go a takes because I think it's funny, but I think I'm going to go c takes. Actually, I'm going to go a takes, and the reason is because I can play c5 and whittle at his position. Okay, first we should just get a little bit developed. Here and castles is the idea. After he plays this move, now I'm going to go for c5. Break down the center. We'll take with the pawn. So I have a lot of central space control, which is really good. My late bishop isn't very good, so bishop a6 actually seems great to me. I might just play it now, actually. Bishop a6, trying to take off his bishop. Notice that his pawns are on dark squares at the moment, so his light square bishop is good. Notice my pawns are on light squares, so my light square bishop is bad. You kind of want to always have the bishop of the pawns that are of opposite color. So here, does it benefit him if I take, or does it benefit me more if I take? I kind of want to take. I'm trying to find the problems with it. It's good for me if he takes me. So I don't see what the big deal is. I'm gonna take it. I'm just gonna kind of believe in that I have a dark squared strategy going on. And this move looks very natural. c4, an extended pawn chain. And my dark squared bishop feels very good. Gotta watch out for infiltration squares by his knight. So my queen's most likely gonna go to b6. My knight also has to develop. So if we go here, this hits the weak pawn. Also stops the knight from penetrating. My knight can go here, and there'll be some communication there, which is pretty good. I don't see an immediate threat, and so I'm going to continue to develop. Now, this is one point of... My knight would be happiest on that square. So, I could go knight here, knight there, or I could go knight b to d2, c5, and forward. I think I'm going to go with that plan. I'm going to go to this square because then I have access to both weak squares in his position. Are there any tactics here? I can attack the knight, but the knight hops here. I take and he takes. Yeah, there's no tactics, I don't think. Let's attack his bishop, but then his bishop goes here. I'm going to continue pressing forward. If his knight lands there, I'm happy for him, but I don't think that's the best square. My knight's going to land on a really good square soon here. Okay, now to pick. Do I go to d3 or do I go to b3? I think d3, it's just such a commanding square to go to. Yeah, really, really powerful. Attacking all kinds of squares here. The queen doesn't have any scope. That was pretty good. Just gave away the best piece of my position. For nothing. Cool. If I win, I get 11 points. If I take this, he'll have a broken pawn structure, but tempo on my queen. But he'll lose his pawn in the end anyway. This knight is also super good. So do I want to take that? It's a big question. If I take this and he takes with the pawn, I have to move my queen. I think I'd move my queen here to hit the pawn and hide behind it. It's a fairly open position with him having pawns on both sides of the board. I think I will take. And the reason is just because after he takes and I go here, that pawn's a target which is indefensible. Okay. So we're going to move on up. That also probably was a super good move that I could have played. I don't know why I thought that he would damage his own pawn structure like that. Yeah, no, I'm making moves and immediately after saying, oh, I should have made a different move. It's not a great sign. Okay, that move he takes the pawn. So my first idea is to defend the pawn. But that seems to carry some of its own issues. We can defend it like this. I'm actually kind of a fan of that. I like the rook lift, rook over. And then b4. Swinging the rook over if I can. He says, no, don't. Let's double on the open file. So there's some good pressure. If he moves this rook, I'm happy. He's not going to make that move, I don't think. So it's sort of an equalish position. I mean, the structure is fairly similar. It's just that he has two outside passed pawns that I have to always watch out for, which is not super pleasant. Rook there, attacking the b2 pawn. He just plays b5, I think. I don't see anything wrong with b5. One thing he does have to watch out for is if I'm like doubling and stuff. What is this move? So if I kick him, his knight goes here, attacking my bishop, and this pawn's hanging. Got it. Also, he's attacking this pawn right now. I can defend it by moving my bishop. So let's do it. If he lets me take, it's good for me. He moves his knight somewhere. I'm not sure what happens. But yeah, he doesn't really want to move this pawn because rook c3 might be pretty good. So he gets off the diagonal, so he probably wants to push some pawns. I'm happy to take this, I think. He's got to take with the pawn. Yeah, and now I have a target that I didn't have before. So I'm thinking rook here, rook here, rook here. But that gets forked. Oh, I attack his queen. He takes, I take, I take. It's 2 queens for a rook. Where do my pieces go? Good question. You know what? Let's attack this pawn. Also that pawn. Do I go, which check do I give? I'll give this check. I don't know why that check would be better than a different check, but it's the one that I chose. Blocking with the queen. Sensible. Takes. E5, he takes with the pawn. This pawn's hanging. Yeah, I have to take it because I get like checked and stuff. Yeah, this is horrible. These pawns are just too strong. Looks like a pretty good plan. I gotta have an active rook. So like rook here, something like that. But I'm just gonna go after these pawns, try to stop them. Oh my goodness. That was horrible. I should go rook here to stop him from getting to the back rank. He plays this. I have to play over. Oh, wow. That was not what I expected. I think he definitely should try to come to my back rank. I'm going to break in the center and say I have two connected center pass pawns. Watch out. It's a good point to make, I think. So these are pretty strong, so he's got to be a little bit careful, I think. I'm not quite sure what the proper way to advance these is, though. So mine are further advanced than his. So if it's a race, I'm going to win the race. I can't make any progress that way. So we'll go here. It seems like it stops my pawn chain, which seems bad. But actually the intention... Yeah, the intention is to move my king up. Hopefully I can do this. Where's his king going? I don't know. You're telling me that his rook isn't trapped after this? His rook has to go backwards, right? Connected passed pawn. Let's try it. So he's giving me a lot of counter. His rook. All right. I'm not sure I agree with his plan. But rook there. Looks pretty good to me. His rook can't even check me. What are his moves? I don't see another plan. So we're going to go for this. His move, I take, he makes my turn. If I make a move, he takes, I take, it's his turn. It's my turn. So now I have this move, maybe. Gotta have the active plan, you know? If he doesn't take me, I'll take him. If he goes here, I'll take there. And my rook is in time to stop the pawn. And I still have this guy. If he takes me, I take back with the pawn, check. And then one of these pawns has to queen, right? If he goes there, I'm going to go here. Stop my pawns. You can't. There's no way to stop the pawn. That's a really neat thing about pawns, is that they defend the square that you need to go to stop them. Check. It's going to go check and mate. Let's see if I'm right. Check. Only legal move. And queen g2 is checkmate. So I ended up queening just a little bit before him, and so I was able to mate him with the help of my f3 pawn. Yeah, kind of a sad finish. I'm happy though. I beat a 1772. I'm not sure that's my best win. I think my best win might have been a 1780 something. But I did draw an 1800 one time. So this is good. We got plus 11 points, and our loss streak is over. That's pretty good. Yeah, next move is checkmate. I'm trying to see if he's any other options. He's in check. He can't block. I want to pre-move this so bad, but I don't want to accidentally just lose the entire game. So his king's in check. He can't block. The queen can't block. The king can't take the queen. The only legal move is king to g1. After that, you know what? This is checkmate. He's going to go king g1. I'm going to go queen g2. It's going to be checkmate. But I'm going to resist. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to wait for him to make the move, and then I'm going to checkmate him instead of pre-moving, even though I am like almost 100% confident that's the only move he can make. I just don't want to have missed something. Yeah, so if we look here, he's wasting a bunch of time. That's okay. The pawn race, I was just a little bit faster. I'm pretty sure that it's a draw or he wins, actually, in the endgame, but he blundered at some point. I think taking my rook is a blunder. Here, taking my rook is a blunder because after d3, he has to play king back. I can check, push, no, after he goes back, I'll go here. If he tries to advance his pawn, I'll check. Okay, I won by abandonment. Very good. We won a game against a 1761 or 1771. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed, and as always, stay Turkish.